How's it going, everybody? So, my name is Adrian Cisneros. I had plants 59 through 63. When I was doing the Excel sheet, I noticed that somebody else also had 59. So I'm not sure if I did the extra one or if they did the extra one. But either way, excuse me. Either way, I'm gonna go through it just in case. But so the first, excuse me again. The first one was tree mallow. That was the name of the plant. The Latin name for it was Lavatera maritima. Also, excuse me if I mispronounce any of these names. Some identifying features for the plant is it's a woody shrub. It's got maple gray green leaves. It's got large pink flowers, sometimes white, sometimes with some white as well. Some landscape uses is wall side borders. You can find it in Mediterranean gardens, coastal gardens, city gardens. Majority of these plants that I got actually you can find them in the Mediterranean gardens, wall side borders, or coastal gardens or city gardens. So you might see that pop up in the other plants as well. But some planting needs for this one. It doesn't need too much high maintenance. Basically, it needs well drained soils. It needs full sun. It could also be in a sheltered location, just in case for those cold and windy conditions or colder temperatures, or even rainy conditions. But it does need to be, if it's going to be in a sheltered area, it does need to be somewhere where it could get some sun as well. Like I said, drier soils, and it is also drought tolerant. The size for this one is usually range from 4 to 8 feet high and spread. That's same thing in spread as well, or wide. The center of origin, they're native to the Western Mediterranean. Some other facts is that it's grown in zones 2 to 24. I wasn't too familiar with what the zones actually meant, but I did put them in just because it was required or whatever. But yeah, zones through 224, 2 through 24. This was one of the links that I used to find some of these facts. I'm not gonna click it, but that's one of the links if you guys want to check back to it. Let's go down to some images of the plant. So this is zoomed in of what the flowers look like. The leaves is grayish green, like it said, pale purple flower. This is would be the white version if it was white. So as you can see, there's a fence right here, but I mean, you could see how what they meant by the wall side borders. If this was a wall, you could imagine a wall right here. This is a fence, but I mean, you kind of get the idea of what they meant by that. It could be along a wall side. Um, and it's a nice plant, nice flower. The second one I got was the lion's tail. The Latin name for this one is the Leonidas leonurus. Some identifying features: this is a broadleaf evergreen shrub. It's got cut flowers. It's very fragrant. It's showy. Some landscape uses, again, the wall side borders, Mediterranean gardens, city garden beds. It's an unwanted comma. But planting needs, again, not too high maintenance, medium moisture, well drained soils. It needs full sun. This one actually needs to be watered regularly. It's also drought tolerant. This one grows up to 4 to 6 feet high and wide. Center of origin, it is native to South Africa. Other facts of interest: it's grown in zones 8 through 24. And then that is the link to where I got most of these facts from. This is a picture of the plant. So as you can see, it's very nice. It could grow very tall. This is a more in-depth, enhanced picture of what the flower looks like, and more in detail, close up, so more bushy. You know, as you can see by the size of the stems, you can see it grows pretty big. The next plant that I had on my list was the New Zealand tea tree. The Latin name for this one is Leptospermum scoparium. It's small, prickly. It's got needle-like leaves. It's aromatic. Aromatic. I don't want to say that. Aromatic. But basically, it gives off an aroma. And then I also, the site that I looked at, it said that it gives off the aroma, but if you were to crush the leaves or crush any of the leaves, the aroma actually gets stronger. It gives it off excuse me, gives it off a little stronger. It's got pink flowers. Landscape uses same thing: Mediterranean gardens, coastal gardens, city gardens. This one actually you can find them in gravel and rock gardens as well, and even cottage gardens. Planting needs, it's gonna need medium moisture, it needs well-drained soils, full sun, needs to be watered regularly, and then it's also drought tolerant. Yikes, my other computer screen turned on, sorry about that flash. But it grows up to 6 to 10 feet height and in width and spread. The center of origin for this one was Southeast Australia and New Zealand, and then I believe, if I'm not wrong, in one of the sites I do believe you can find them in some places in California, Texas, Virginia, and some other states. But these are the main places that it's native in. This is what the flower looks like. So as you can see, the purple, the white. This is what it would look like as a grown tree. So you see they do get pretty big. See, that's more bushy. Very nice plant though, very nice flower. Could be really nice outside of a building and stuff like that. I also got the wax leaf pivot, or the Japanese pivot, also known as the, yeah, I know I'm gonna butcher this one, so my mistake if I butcher this one, but Ligustrum Jap Japonicum texanum. I know I butchered that, but excuse me for that. It's smooth. It's got pale gray brown bark on the stems. The leaves are opposite. It's 5 to 10 centimeter long leaves, dark green colored. Flowers are white with four-lobed corollas, and this plant actually produces black fruit. It's purple blackish fruit. It's an oval shape, and it's about 10 millimeters long. Landscape uses, I guess they grow them in containers by Firescapes. I didn't understand what the Firewise was, but that was in the site. Hedges, mass planting. I wasn't too sure on what privacy screens were, but that was in there also. Topiary, windbreak, coastal exposure, and urban gardens. And then also as well Mediterranean gardens. What was the other one? City gardens. Also as well, I forgot to add right here, but they find them there as well. The maintenance is medium moisture, well-drained soils. It needs full sun, needs to be watered regularly, and it's also drought tolerant. Center of origin for this one is central and southern Japan and also Korea. And that's central and southern Korea as well, not and Korea. It's central and southern for both. It's grown in zone 7 through 11. This is a picture of a tree. It's a little blurry because I have to enhance the size of the image, make it smaller so that I could fit it on the page, because I didn't want to have too many pages on the document. But that's one little picture of the tree right there. You'll see a more in-depth one down here. This is more in depth of what the flower looks like. As you can see, white, the little I think it's a corollas, I think they were called, right? For where did it go? Yeah, 4 corollas. So right there. This is going to be outside of a window or some building right here at Bushy. Very nice flower. And then the last one that I got on my list was the Chinese fringe flower, also known as the Lauropetalum Chinese. This one is a pink and white plant, and I meant to put flower right there. But pink and white flower, it comes in variety. It could be either or. Same thing with the size. It could be tall or short. Flowers are about 1 to 1.5 inch long, and they're made up of long, slender, long, strappy petals. Most varieties are white ivory, but then there are some Chinese shrubs that are bright pink with purple leaves. So like I said, right here with the pink and white variety. They're usually in urban gardens. I forgot to add these as well right here too, but Mediterranean gardens, city garden beds, hedges, stuff like that. They're right there as well. These plants grow better in low sun or shady areas, but they can tolerate full sunlight conditions. So basically, you can grow them in a shady spot that gets little sunlight, because they are known to grow better there. But I mean, if you can't access that, and obviously it has to be in a full sunlight, that wouldn't matter. It could still grow good and nice. But what they do recommend is that you allow the place that you're planting it to be spacious, and so it can have space so that the tree can grow tall, wide, as much to its full potential, because they do get pretty big. It says right here 3 to 15 feet high and wide, and then at the bottom I will show you guys pictures so you can see they do get pretty big. The center of origins, they're native to China, Southeast Asia, and Japan. They are grown in zone 7 through 11. And then here's some pictures. This is the purple plant. See, so this would be the purple flowers and all that. This would be the purple variety flowers. See, as you can see, this is what they meant by they need space because it's big. It could grow really big to a big tree, really wide and spread. So, I mean, the more space that you have in the place that you plant it, the better. And then this would be the other variety that they have for the plant, the white one that was mentioned right here at the top. So basically, those were the plants that I got from my plant list, 59 through 63. Again, my mistake if I did 59 as extra and it's a repeat for you guys, but yeah, I got it assigned, so I just did it just in case. Anyway, more info that you guys got. Hopefully, you guys learned a bit, and yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you.